Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naziha Aida Binti Rosli.
Hi, my name is Wafa Faaizah Binti Jamit.
Hi, my name is Mashitah Binti Shahriman. Hello, my name is Azra Khairunnisa Binti Shahrum. Today we would like to present our assignment.
Title: The Wisdom of Animal Slaughter from the Point of View of Science.
First, I will explain the introduction. First, the meaning of slaughter in terms which is bahasa. There are two meaning. First is toyib, this means beautify, and the second meaning that means perfecting, that is perfecting what is demanded by way of slaughter. And the meanings of shara, which is istilah, slaughtering an animal that is halal for consumption by cutting the halkum vein and mareh vein and both jugular carotid that veins, which is wadajain, using sharp tools in addition to nails, teeth and bones to allow the animal to be halal for consumption with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intention. For your information, in the slaughter, Muslim must slaughter a live and healthy animal according to the correct method, because the jugular vein, carotid artery and throat should be slaughtered with a sharp knife in one stroke to bear the less pain for the slaughtered animal. Thank you.
Next, method of slaughter. There are three methods of slaughter, which is al-zabhu, al-nahru and al-ukru. Okay. For the first one is al-zabhu. Al-zabhu, which is caranya memutuskan halkum di bahagian atas, and this is khas for haiwan peliharaan yang mudah disembelih, such as like lembu, kambing, ayam and so on. Okay. For the next one, al-nahru. Al-nahru, stabbing the animals in the lower neck, di bahagian bawah leher haiwan. Also, urat halkum and mareh ataupun urat halkum and mareh pun guna kaedah al-nahru ni. Jadi, haiwan apa yang digunakan untuk al-nahru? Al-nahru ni digunakan untuk haiwan unta. Tapi, menurut Imam Al-Nawawi, sebelum guna al-nahru ni, unta tu perlu dihatankan before use this method, which is sebabnya unta digunakan untuk kaedah ni adalah sebab leher unta kan panjang. Jadi this method really suitable. Okay, for the last one is al-ukru. Al-ukru ni has any animal parts yang mampu membunuh haiwan tersebut. Al-ukru digunakan apabila kedua-dua kaedah ni tidak dapat untuk sembelihkan haiwan tersebut. Hal ini kerana sebab al-ukru adalah dikenali sebagai penyembelihan dalam keadaan cemas. Okey, wujudnya kaedah ini kerana terdapat haiwan yang tidak dapat dikawal, and other reason that make hard for them to sembelih. Okay, contohnya macam haiwan tu jatuh dalam perigi, so boleh tikam mana-mana bahagian yang boleh membunuhkan haiwan tersebut. After that, law of slaughter is wajib for Muslim people. Akan tetapi, terkecuali seperti haiwan babi, snake or tikus and lain-lain. Tapi if sembelih haiwan-haiwan tersebut, if disembelih dengan cara Islam sekalipun, seperti babi dan ular tadi, jika ia disembelih dengan cara Islam sekalipun, ia tidak akan menghalalkan haiwan tersebut untuk orang Islam makannya. Haiwan yang mati tanpa disembelih seperti macam sakit tenat ataupun dilanggar kecederaan lah, Bila dia cedera and mati tanpa disembelih, itu pun tidak dibolehkan makan untuk orang Islam. Jadi nyawa haiwan ni kita mesti protect, lindungi. Kita tak boleh bunuh sukati haiwan ni. There is an issue about wanita menyembelih haiwan dikatakan tidak sah. Actually, it is still legal and boleh makan because pegangan agama lebih penting daripada jantina. Okay? Tapi, dalam kes ni, lebih afdal lelaki yang menyembelih sebab dalam hal ini, kita mengikut kehebatan fizikal dan kemampuan seseorang untuk menyembelih.
Halal slaughtering requirement. Next is halal slaughter. The halal slaughtering process of animal involve restraining, stunning, effuse, and severing the trachea halcum, esophagus, mareh, and both the carotid arteries and jugular vein pada jaid. Next is halal slaughter. A Muslim who is mentally sound boleh fully understand the fundamental rules and conditions related to the slaughter of animals in Islam. The person slaughtering must be registered, trained and supervised by the halal certification body and competent in slaughtering the animal according to Sharia law. Seterusnya, concept of animals from an Islamic perspective. Animals are divided into two categories, which is, the first one is types of animals that are halal, and the next one is types of illegal animal. Kategori haiwan halal dalam Islam ialah kumpulan haiwan yang hidup di darat dan di lautan. Kumpulan haiwan ini dikelaskan kepada beberapa jenis dan ciri-ciri tertentu. Kumpulan haiwan yang hidup di darat merangkumi 3 kategori, which is farm animal, game animals, and animal that live in the air and land. Haiwan buruan juga merupakan haiwan darat yang dikategorikan sebagai liar dan tidak dapat dikawal oleh manusia. Ternakan adalah haiwan yang sentiasa diburu oleh manusia di hutan untuk mendapatkan daging segar dan menggunakan kulit haiwan untuk membuat barangan yang berguna ataupun perhiasan. Contohnya haiwan ternakan ialah rusa, pelanduk, arnab dan macam-macam lagi. Selain itu, contoh yang haiwan yang hidup di lautan adalah ikan. Haiwan yang hidup di darat, macam farm animal, are goat, cows, camel, and sheep. Yang hidup di udara ialah burung. Then one is types of illegal animals. Haiwan yang diharamkan oleh Allah SWT sebagai yang haram ialah bangkai haiwan seperti haiwan mati akibat sesak nafas, haiwan mati akibat dipukul, binatang yang mati jatuh dari tebing, binatang yang tidak sembelih dengan nama Allah, and haiwan dua alam ialah haiwan yang hidup di darat dan di dalam air seperti katak, penyu, buaya, labi-labi dan sebagainya. Haiwan yang mempunyai kuku tajam pun kita tidak boleh makan, sepertinya burung helang, burung gagak, dan seterusnya haiwan hasyarat. Haiwan hasyarat pun kita tidak boleh makan sebab haiwan hasyarat ni seperti haiwan kecil di bumi seperti semut, lalat, cacing, laba-laba, ulat, lipas dan sebagainya. Concept of slaughter in Islam. The concept of slaughter in Islam is a condition that must be met and understood by Muslims. It can be divided into two main parts. Namely, the first one is animal that can be controlled, such as farm animal, include camel, cattle, goats, chicken, and bird species. Slaughter will be done in al-haq and al-labah. And the second one is animal that cannot be controlled, are wild animals such as deer and desert goat, and farm animals that become wild such as farm cattle that were meant to be slaughtered suddenly became wild and run away into the forest or fall into a hole. Slaughter will be done by wounding one of the places on the body of the animal is slaughter. Next is slaughter tool. The main condition slaughter tool is used sharp tools and can injure the neck of animals such as iron, copper, gold, and silver. Shafi'i scholar, they do not allow the use of nail and bolt teeth as slaughtering equipment. And Hanafi scholar, the use of nail, teeth, and horns as slaughtering tool is makruh. By that, the use of blunt or non-sharp equipment is prohibited by Sharia. Seterusnya, slaughterhouse. A structure where animals are slaughtered for human consumption, depending on the location and local government regulation. It may vary in size and sophistication, but it must have and near the following facilities such as a slaughter area, an area for emergency slaughter, scalding area, refrigeration area, cutting room, packaging area, and many more. That's all.
The next, I will explain about the wisdom of animal slaughter from the point of view of science. So as we know that there is a lot of wisdom that we can see based on slaughtering according to the Islamic way, whether based on the Sharia or point of view from science. So, slaughtering using the Islamic method also greatly helps the whole community in maintaining the health of their bodies. Not only the body, but the morals and common sense of every human being will also be affected by what will be eaten. So this is because we know that food is the main point and the main sources of human life nowadays and remains our flesh and blood. Taking food from good, halal and clean sources is also a door of blessing from every Muslim, as stated in Surah Al-Ma'idah, verses 88. Allah says, "And eat from what Allah has given you as lawful and good sustenance, and fear Allah in whom you believe." And here we go. The wisdom of animal slaughter from the point of view of science. Firstly, safe for consumption. Why I said it's safe for consumption? Because among the advantages of slaughtering according the Islamic way from scientific point of view of science is that animal blood that contains many poisonous toxins can be completely removed by using slaughtering from Islamic method. This is because animal can be cleaned from impurities that can prevent the onset of diseases such as food poisoning, stomach cancer, and so on. As we know that poisonous toxins are one of a bad bacteria that if we are not removed and if it's still accumulated in the meat, it can cause human body's resistance to be low and it can harm our body. Next, meat of slaughtered animals will remain fresh for a longer period. Why I said it can remain fresh for a longer period? Because when there is a large reduction of blood in the animal, and it will cause the animal to continue to die without the presence of other bacteria that can spread through the blood vessels. As we know that blood vessels are the medium of the microorganism to multiply, and when the blood can be removed a lot, so the meat of animal will also be clean from the blood containing the toxins. And it has been seen that when the meat is clean, and it will cause the meat to last longer because there is no bacterial content that can damage the meat. Last but not least, animal will not feel the pain of being slaughtered. It is because a quick cut on the blood vessel in the animal's neck will quickly stop the blood flow to the brain nerve, which is said to be the nerve that receives the pain. Because a quick cut using a sharp knife to slaughter the animal will prevent the animal from suffering. And it is also one of the signs of our respect and kindness to the creature created by Allah. When we say as we see that, when we see the animal is about to die, like it is thrashing, but when we see it is thrashing, it is not actually because of the pain it feel, but it actually because of the shock and the relaxation of the blood, deprived muscle due to the rapid flow of blood out of the body. And not only that, but the oxygen in the animal's body is also decreasing, causing it to die quickly and without feeling the pain. That's all.
In conclusion, slaughter in Islam is one of the best and safest way as a sign of respect for animal and kindness to animals. This is because it can also distinguish how Islamic and non-Muslim religions handle animal by not cruelly abusing their animals to the point of causing harm to their animal. Next, Muslims do not hesitate to get halal and clean meat and can protect meat of halal animal from any bacteria or disease that attacks the animal. And lastly, slaughter in Islam makes many Muslims more convinced that halal food is safer, means selamat and clean, mercy to eat, and there is no hesitation to consume it. That's all from us. Thank you.
Ikanku. Lembek. Astaga.
Today we will present our assignment.
Hi. My name is Wafa. Hi. My name is Wafa.
For the law,
Kami dah diam.
Apa muka kita sedia apa? Katanya aku dah.
In conclusion, slaughter in Islam is one of the best and safety.
Cepat di sini ada setengah.
Ay, betul sama. Okay, next.
That's all from us, Azra,
Wafa.
Mashitah. Thank you.